our annual elections. But I think, so actually Dom's next to me right now. So I think we can start with attendance. Yeah. Okay. All right. Dom, I think I have to mute while you call out attendance. So. You want me to do it? Or I'll do it for, okay, I'll be doing it for today's meeting then. Okay. Okay, let me start with attendance. So Dom is here. Imam is out sick. Chamafka, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, I'm here. Aurelia and Garvin.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm here.
Lisa and Shutian.
I'm here.
Here.
Okay. Rashwa and Kayla.
Here.
Yep, so you guys. Okay, I see both of you. Nirin and Mengya.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw Mengya. We'll move on for now. Alpha, you're here.
Here.
Yeah, I saw Chingy. Oh, Nirin's here. Okay. Okay, I know Jasper will not be here. Ina will also be late. I will be Jessica. All right. Aoi and Eunice are also going to be late because of an event. SAS Reps.
Here.
Okay, thank you. SOB Reps, I think I saw both of you. Thank you. Seward and JQ, I think I saw both of you as well. Yes, thank you guys. Minhao is here. Ali is also here. Maria and Vaish, I think I saw you guys earlier. Yeah, okay. Janice and I think James is here, but Janice is not.
Yeah,
Adrian and Megan, I think I saw both of you as well.
Here.
Okay. For editors, Jingwei, Shi, and Chai Ting.
Present. I'm here.
Chai Ting here. Is Chi here?
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Hello. Okay. Oh, Naim's here. Okay. Right, I think Ashley will be late. Sharon.
She's here.
Okay, I see it. Suchiv. Not here yet. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here? Kanak. I think Kana Hamad do they have an event? I think they might not.
I'm here.
Oh, Hamad's here as well. Okay. All right. Yes?
Ashley, you're next to me.
Oh, Ashley's next. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Omar had an apology letter. Raihan and Jessica. I think I saw Jessica earlier.
Here.
All right. Raihan's here. Just let me know in the channel. I saw Angelina. Melissa, are you here? Melissa's not here yet. Batul, I saw you, but I saw Batul. I think Zainab was also, yeah, Zainab's also here, right? Yes, okay. All right, Sorna Valley, so you're here. Shushan, you're here.
Here.
JJ is here. JJ and Agila. Okay, guys, okay, I get that you're here. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's all. Then, absolute apologies. Sorry, you have to scroll down. Let me share my. Oh yeah, this. Who's wait? Alpha. Oh yeah, thank you, Alpha. You can scroll down. Sorry, to the motion itself. Sorry, can you scroll down to the motion itself? Yeah, to see. Yeah, thank you. So today's for those who did send me a letter, if I missed out on your letter, please let me know. But it's Imam, Jasper, and Omar and Janice all had their valid reasons to be absent from today's MSC, and I approved these letters. Now we'll link them in the after report. So motion 1 accepted by
Kayla.
Thank you, Kayla. Okay. All right, moving on, guys. We will be having the General Secretary Department would like to welcome Mr. Dakshina Fernando as our candidate for the Monashian DRO position for this year's annual election. So as usual, and as per tradition, we will be having a self-introduction presentation and a Q&A session will be open after, and then we'll be going for voting where the candidate will leave, and I will notify them of the result after. So Dakshina, are you here?
Yeah, Brandon, I'm here.
Hi, okay, Dakshina, you can share your screen, I believe. I just gave you the permission to.
Okay.
Floor is yours.
Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen. And I was actually not expecting this of people because I had no idea about the complete setting of Musa. And as per the discussion we had as well, I basically prepared a short presentation about myself and the things I have done. And as Brandon advised, what I have done so far and why I would be a best fit for the position you guys have opened. So to start off with, this will be basically a self-reflection on what I have done so far, because the first application I put to Musa, I didn't have a basic idea that you guys are the majority and majorly running under the undergraduate students, because I'm a doctoral candidate as of now. So to give a small detail about myself, my full name is a bit too long, so you can always call me Dakshina. So I'm 29 years old as of now, and I'm a doctoral candidate of School of Engineering, and I'm from Sri Lanka. So I'll be quick with the presentation, so that if you guys have any questions, you can ask me at the end of the presentation as well. So currently I hold a bachelor's degree in aircraft maintenance engineering and an MBA from UK, and the doctoral degree currently conducting in Monash. And so far I have done a lot of things, because as you guys are, I believe, majority is undergraduates. So I was an undergraduate about 4 years back. So I passed out in 2018, and since then I have been working as a lecturer in the same university as well, Kotala Defence University, Sri Lanka. So I have been holding a lot of posts there. So once I came here, there was a lot of differences from Sri Lanka to here, but all were positive differences. So I thought if I was able to, support them back in my home country, I would be able to support you guys into thriving as well. So these are some of the work I have done back then, as a lecturer as well as a student as well. I won't go in one, because I have a few points that I have taken at the end of the presentation, which will match the requirement of your position that is available. So I'll go in detail into that without going into detail into these questions, because these are basically self-explanatory. So when Esther contacted me with the position that she mentioned, she gave me a JD basically. So I went through it, and I basically understood that with what I have done so far, I will be able to support you guys in the position as well, because to be honest, I have not worked with the election committee, but with related to something like that, I have supported in my previous university as well. Basically, as an undergraduate, I have I'll go in order, and I'll be quick with that as well, because I have another event after this as well, and you guys have to continue with your meeting as well. So basically, as an undergraduate, I have been the student representative and the senior most of the whole engineering batch of my intake. That is the 2014 intake. And I had to overlook all the tasks that was conducted by my batch itself. There was nearly around 550 students altogether. And I was the student representative of engineering in university house meets, whereas I have to coordinate with all the students who, basically here you have the Monash Cup. So back then in our university, we have the sports meet, basic sports meet with all the events. So as for my responsibilities as the student representative, I had to coordinate, just like this, I had to coordinate with all my batchmates and arrange to each sport so that people are available to compete in the annual sports meet. And I was the student marketer for overall university programs in the open day, that was in 2014, 15, and 16. Whereas Monash also have open days, but I believe not run by the students, basically by the staff. I'm not quite sure about that. So students have to support in that as well, I guess. In KDU, the open day is completely run by the students. Whereas we have to conduct everything, and I was the overall marketer for all the degrees, whereas we have 9 faculties, and we have altogether around 17 to 20 degrees altogether. So I was the overall marketer for all the degree programs in 14, 15, and 16 years. And as a professional, I told you guys I have been working as a lecturer for 4 years. But still, I was able to support the undergraduates in our university as well. I was the founder of El Talento, the talent show of Kothala Defense University, which began to be an annual event since 2018. I founded that university because in Sri Lanka, we don't have much of, I mean, we do, but still, universities like ours, we don't have much of entrance to research grants. So the main purpose of finding this show was to gain a profit and to support with a research grant to all the students in the university, whereas which is also a competitive grant at the end of the day. And I was working as the mentor for Royal Aeronautical Society UK student chapter of Kothala Defense University. Whereas, I mean, not from students level, but from the mentoring level. So with respect to PR skills, I believe that I'm good with everyone. I mean, it doesn't matter whether I'm doing a PhD, whether I'm doing a bachelor's, whether I'm doing a master's. So, I mean, everyone is here to study irrespective of which level you are in. So whatever the tasks you need getting done, it need to be get done by someone who can do it. So it doesn't matter which educational level you are at. So as volunteer services, I'm a director and a charter member of Lions Club of Columbus Lawn Excellence. And I'm still a member of that as well. I was a founding member. And I have been working as volunteering judge for American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics International Student Conference, as well as the undergraduate scholarship application review judge. And that's about it from my end. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me now, as well as I have given my contact as well. If you guys want to, I mean, with respect to this or any other matter, if you would like to contact me, you can contact me as well. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Dakshana, for the presentation. So now we'll open the floor to Q&A if anyone has any questions. If we don't have any questions, we can proceed to voting. But if you do, you can just raise your hand on Zoom or unmute your mic. And then, yeah, actually, I do have one question, Dakshana.
Yeah, please, Brandon, go ahead.
Yeah, so actually, in context, I think you will be significantly older than our other team of the election commission. So do you think that might hinder you in any way, like working with a group of younger people?
Not at all. I mean, I met you that day as well. I mean, I'm cool. I mean, to be frank, I'm cool with anyone. I mean, basically, I told you that day as well, because doing a PhD, we don't have much of, I mean, I wouldn't say much of friends, but still we don't get to engage with much of people. So when doing a PhD, you get isolated a lot, but it doesn't mean that you can't work with people. I mean, irrespective of the age, irrespective of their position, we need to be able to work with people. I mean, once you get into a company, you can't expect everyone to be your age, or you can't expect everyone to be younger or elder. So you have to work with everyone once you get into the field. So if you can't start with that from the university itself, you can go into the industry itself. So
okay, thanks. All right, thanks, Dakshana. Yeah. Okay, not sure if anyone has any questions. We'll just open the floor for a minute or two for any questions. Okay, if there's no questions, that's also okay. No worries. I think Dakshana's presentation was quite clear. I think, Dakshana, just a reminder, when we go into our voting session, you'll need to leave and then I will notify you of the results.
Yes, man. As I mentioned yesterday, I might not be, I'm sorry, I might not be able to stay down in the meeting because I have to take a test at 9 o'clock. So
no
I'll be going on for that. So thank you very much for the opportunity, as well as thank you very much for everyone for listening to my presentation as well. And I'm really sorry if it was too long or too boring. And I hope I'll be able to do a good job and have your support in doing it as well.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for the presentation, Dakshana. If you guys have any questions, you can just reach out to him. But Dakshana, I think you are more than free to leave as we go into our voting. Thank you, Dakshana.
Okay. Good night, Brandon, and good night, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. All right. All right, for everyone else, I think I will give you guys, thank you, Alpha. We'll give you guys a minute or two to discuss with your partner on voting. As usual, we will begin with vice presidents, and then we will go down the list. And from there, we will move on to our business report section. I understand that there's a lot of time constraint today, guys, so I really, really apologize, but we'll have to get through it. Okay. I think at 8:17, we can begin voting. Is everyone okay? You guys can give me like a sign in chat that you're okay and that everything is clear for you guys. Okay, I see some thumbs up. Thank you, James. Okay, all right, cool. All right. Oh, Ina, you're here. Okay, welcome back. Let me just change your attendance. I hope your event went well. Okay, all right, guys, I think we can begin with voting. Chamafka, are you here?
Yes, Brandon. 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. Okay, so to begin our motion number 2, appointment of Dakshina Fernando as a Monash DRO for our annual elections. Vice presidents.
4.
Okay, treasurers.
4.
Okay, clubs and societies.
4.
Okay, MOAs.
4.
Activities.
4.
Publicity.
4.
Welfare officers.
4.
Women officers.
4.
Thank you. School of Arts and Social Science.
4.
School of Business.
4.
School of Engineering.
4.
School of IT.
4.
School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Nice. Yep, thank you. School of Pharmacy.
4.
And School of Science.
4.
4.
Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, so with that being said, motion 2 is unanimously passed. So I will notify the DRO of the results as he has time constraints and isn't able to make the result announcement. But no worries, thank you guys for voting. Okay, now we can move on to the business report part of the section. So for today, Alpha, is it okay if you go back to the table of contents? We will be in the order we'll be going today. We'll be starting with School of Pharmacy, moving on to School of IT, and then we'll start again with precedents due to time constraints from the representatives. So James, you can go ahead.
All right, sure. Thanks a lot for that. So for School of Pharmacy, I'll be informing some important updates from us. So not much thing to update, actually, just a few things to highlight. First is Spirit Week. So we have received quite a satisfactory higher participation rate as compared to that of the first semesters. And the winners have been announced via our official Instagram page. And as for our our SOB merchandise, it is to be held from week 7 onwards. Now we are just finalizing the post to be featured on our Instagram page. It is a competitive element where our students get to design and submit their design, and we will get to choose the best design by voting. And we will be using that design for our SOP merchandise, and we'll be selling that very soon. From week 7 onwards. So I think that's about it from SOP. Are there any questions from anyone from the floor? All right, I guess there's no questions. So motion 18, acceptance of School of Pharmacy Representative Report, accepted by
Brandon.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
Okay, thank you, James. Okay, so Minha will be presenting the SYT report. Thank you, Alpha. Hold on, he's sitting down, guys.
Okay, can you hear me? All right, so now it's the School of IT Representative Report. So the first highlight we have is that in regards to our SSLC, we have actually went through 3 candidates who have expressed their interest in applying for this position. And after interviewing with me and Ellie, we have decided that student named Mikaiwi will be our official Year 1 Semester 1 school representative. So with that, we have already finalized all our SSLC reps as other than Highway, all the other SSLC reps have been brought forward from the previous semester. So officially has been finalized and has been given to CMO. Next is the Hello Coders Mentor Party program. So the 4-week networking session has already come to a close, and we would want to thank all the mentors and mentees who have allocated their time to actually attend these sessions and to know more about with each other. And we have already distributed all the prizes from the onboarding session and also gave out the grade vouchers and certificates to the seniors. Next is in regards to MDashtrack. So for your information and for everyone's information, the round 1 of the hackathon has already concluded, and we have already selected the top 20 teams that will be proceeding to round 2. And as we are saying, round 2 of the hackathon has already kicked off as well. And I think this Monday of the week, the most recent Monday, we have already conducted a mentor session, mentor-mentee session to allocate all the mentors with their respective teams. Next is the 7 Schools Grade Week. And with this, we have already concluded the 7-day event. And we also we have also welcomed a few submissions for each day. And currently, we are processing the winners for our own faculty. And next is the Monash Coding League. So Monash Coding League will be once again a collaboration between SMH Representative and for this time around, we are actually broadcasting this event to all university students. So we will have 3 rounds. For the first and second round, it will be a virtual, and it will go by elimination format. So meaning for the first round, there will be a specific top teams that will be advancing to the second round. Then the same applies for round 2. And for round 3, we will be expecting about 8 teams. 8 to 10 teams to be coming down to Monash Malaysia campus to actually participate in the final physical round. Next is the Industrial Engagement Fair. We have already scheduled the event for both days already. And for everyone's information, we have a few companies that are attending the engagement fair, namely Deloitte, EY, Proximex, FusionX, Laser Global, Motorola and Micron attending online. And then there's also other few companies that I can't recall already. Yeah, so there are a few other companies that are coming. Oh, Maybank as well. So these are the companies that will be attending. And for this event, there'll be company briefings that will be inviting all the companies that are attending to actually present about the company, and also some career talks where there are 4 sessions for the event and that discuss about general career topics. And then there's also a workshop which is pending right now for confirmation. And for food, we are actually approaching Rocky Boy for seeking food vouchers, but that is still in process of contact. Hopefully, we are able to secure this. Partnership. Okay, next is the industrial trip. So, and the fair is happening on the 8th and 9th of September. And students who are interested in IT positions may come and also just inquire from these companies. Next is the industrial trip. So the industrial trip will happen in the 27th, 28th, if I can recall. The location will be held at Penang, in which students will visit Western Digital on the Penang Mainland campus, Penang Mainland factory to actually have a tour on the facilities. And for the last point, which is the partnership of Ignite Asia and Mosaic SYT. So Ignite Asia has actually approached us a week back in regards to opportunities in terms of establishing the startup scene in Malaysia. And through this partnership, there will be various different initiatives that will be happening that are for the benefit of the students. So the first events, which is collaboration with the School of Business, is this startup info session which is the workshop that is pending for the industrial engagement fair, which, if confirmed, will happen on the 8th of September, 1 to 2 p.m. So for those who are interested, you may stay tuned to this. So with that, the industrial trip will actually happen on the 28th and 29th. Okay, so with that, the floor is open for questions. Okay, no questions. So can scroll down. Yes, motion number 16, acceptance of Information Technology Representative Report, accepted by
James.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Bin Hao. Okay, now we can proceed with the normal order as we do. So Dom, the screen's already shared for you, Dom. All right, so Dom, you can go ahead.
Hello, can you hear that? Can I? Okay, so first item on the agenda is the business cards. Wait, sorry, a bit too small for my eyes. Okay, first item is the business cards. The final designs and information have been finalized earlier today already, and we'll begin production this week. So it's estimated to receive the cards within the next 2 weeks, and then we'll distribute to everyone else. For the subcom shirts, right? Designs have already been finalized, pending the finalists of the subcom to place order. And the estimated deadline to receive is sometime next month, assuming the list is finalized end of this week. If not, then it lag based on the order of the time that we lag. Updates to follow from the Publicity Officer's report. And then for the Musa network accounts, we have to go through Rachel again, unfortunately, because of ITS policy and bureaucracy. So she's currently assisting in raising ITR to get ITS to do a mass reset for the accounts and obtain a full list of network account credentials. We'll also be looking to add network accounts for positions that lack them. And Rachel is also doing the same for the club's network accounts. And then for office locks and keys, I asked everyone to sign the agreements before, but just a reminder, if you haven't done so, please sign the agreement tonight so that the new key can be distributed prior to changing locks next week. It's already being scheduled soon, so you can expect new locks and new keys. As for ITS and the hardware, they have yet to come back to me about a suitable timeline to come and access to copy this in office. So it might be pending to the end of semester because now it's a very busy time. And this morning I met with the new PVC, Professor Nicholson, to meet and discuss some priorities that we are facing. He's committed to help solve our current problems and will be liaising with Selwyn and to give us materials and resources we need. So for example, the staff manuals and the guidelines that we are currently lacking. And we will be looking into bringing forward the PVC SAF to sometime in week 7. We estimate it will be held sometime between 3 and 5 p.m. on a weekday and will be held at a physical location on campus with directors and senior staff in attendance. Okay, so far, any questions? Okay, no questions, I proceed. Last 2 items. After receiving the relevant resources and guidelines from the staff, we'll be working with Brendan to create a starter pack for Musa members moving forward with all the policies and everything. Other internal resources will include a list of approved vendors and registered by Monash, taken from before and updated accordingly with whatever will be registered from now on. Other internal procurement guidelines will also include a limit and spending for Grab vouchers and also additional other things that we will need to spend. This is to make it easier for the treasurers to apply for funding so that it can be processed faster. And then for the new sign system for OSH and procurement, we've discussed already. I've discussed with Azal, the OSH staff in charge of this one, and we've gotten their requirements for large-scale events for the upcoming bazaars. This part will be passed over to the welfare officers to liaise with OSH moving forward. And just for those who are uninformed, the sign system is shared between OSH, FM, and security. And this is the system that they use to log all the registration data for visitors, contractors, and vendors. It is different from procurement because procurement one deals with finance. This one is just logging the company details or individual details so that they have a record of who is in the system and who enters campus when and where. And then the registration for procurement side will be handled by Musa Treasurer side, while the registration for the sign system will be handled by OSH side or facilities or security. Registration for bazaars and contractors to liaise with welfare officers, Jasper and Ina and Mr. Afzal from OSH. The last thing is that a new Excel sheet template will be needed to facilitate the pre-registration of the F&B vendors and the criteria and documents needed by OSH. This one will be working with the welfare officers for remaining bazaars this semester, the ones in week 8, 9, and 10. Okay, any questions? If no questions, then we move on to acceptance of report. Motion number 2, acceptance of presence report. Accepted by
Natalia.
Natalia. Thank you so much. Okay, on to next question.
Okay, Shamafka.
Hello, everyone. So
The first update that I have to give is about Monash 101. The Vice President's Department completed Monash 101 in 3 parts. The part 1 was started back to thrive at Monash academics. There were nearly 200 participants, and we shared academic tips, academics tips, study and hangout spots, bucket list items of Monash experiences, followed by short movies and a dinner. Part 2 was Skills to Thrive at Monash. It was a self-development workshop on personal branding. It was conducted by Professor, sorry, there's a typo. It was conducted by Professor Jane, and there was an audience of 35 students. And part 3 was Freshies 1. It was an event with a with like 65 participants, and everyone got to make new friends over treasure hunt and dinner. So moving on to the next point, on behalf of the Vice President's Department, I'd like to apologize because of the delay of the merchandise launch. This was due to some revisions as requested by the Media Affairs Committee, but good news is that the new designs have been approved and we can anticipate the pre-orders to open in early September. Next point is about TEDx. There's 2 things. The TEDx committee recruitments have commenced, the applications are closed, and the candidates have been shortlisted, and the interviews are underway. And the second thing is that the submissions for the speech competition to select TEDx student speakers for 2022 is now open, and any individual outside of the Vice President's Department and the TEDx committee are welcome to compete. Are there any questions? Okay, seeing none. Motion 3, acceptance of Vice President's report, accepted by.
Alpha.
Thank you. What you, Brandon?
Okay. All right. Thanks, Shamafka. Okay. So first thing on my agenda is annual elections. So I think just to remind everyone, annual elections is actually happening now. So if anyone here is interested in rerunning, cough cough, please feel free to get in touch with me or our ROs and DROs, and you can join our the Discord server for for the elections. And also just for everyone here from Musa 2022, I would like to secure your availability during September 17th, Saturday, because that day will be for Musa training. And Musa training is actually compulsory for everyone to attend because you'll need to train your successor if you have one. And so if you don't show up, there will be an additional meeting required for you to train your successor during that time period. So I would also like to secure your availability during mid-semester break because it'll be virtual, Ali. Sorry, it'll be virtual. So during debate week, which is going to be after, it's actually our mid-sem break. So 26th to 30th, we will need to secure your guys' availability. If you cannot. At least one of you guys will need to make it. One of you guys in a pair. So it means if not you, it will be Minhao. Because you guys will need to be able to do your debate session. Or not, we set Saturday as well as a contingency, Friday and Saturday as a contingency as well. So the 2 days after September 30th. Okay. Yeah. Just to notify everyone. Okay, so next we'll have the feedback form. So the feedback form will finally be released on August 31st. Just one day came for the debate week. Yes, it will just be 1 day for your position. Just like last year, you only have 1 debate. You only show up in 1 debate. Yeah, you wouldn't be needed all 5 days. No, I just need you guys to be available sometime that week. Right, as usual, normally school reps, Ali, would be at the start of the week like that, like on Monday or Tuesday, because just like last time, the school reps normally come first, right? And your debates usually come first. Yes, we'll be following the same format. Okay, so the feedback form for both subcommittee and office bureau will finally be out next week on Merdeka Day. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so the feedback form will be released. I'll be sending out an announcement, so no worries. Also, subcommittee recruitment will be closed tonight in about 3.5 hours. So any last minute applicants is still welcome, right? I'm willing to extend a day until the 26th for anyone who still hasn't filled out the form. But in general, we'll close it tonight, and we have an estimate total of 60 candidates. So thank you everyone again for your contribution, and I hope that you have the sufficient amount of subcoms needed to actually run your department smoothly. And I think that is all. Acceptance of General Secretary's report accepted by
Menya.
Thank you, Menya. Okay, move on to treasurers.
Okay, hi guys. Today I want to inform you about the new process for events with vendors. So the first thing that you need to do is to ask the treasurers whether the vendor has been registered in the e-procurement system. And if the vendor is not registered yet, you need to ask the vendor to give you the following details. The first one is the business name. Second one, business registration number, copy of SSM corporate info form, business address, their bank name, account number, supplier payment term, name and email contact of the person in charge, and also the screenshot header of the bank statement. And in case if the vendor does not want to provide their information, then it will be automatically rejected except for header of bank statement, where it can be accepted as long as the bank account is stated on the quotation part. And if the vendor is already registered, then go ahead and ask for a quotation from your vendor and ensure the quotation is addressed to Monash University, Malaysia, Sdn Berhad. Next thing is to upload the quotation to the fund tracker in the link to quotation column beside the CIA report column. And for category C events, which is below 10,000 ringgit, you need to provide only one official quotation, whereas for category D events above 10,000 ringgit, you guys need to provide 3 official quotations from different vendors and state the reason why you choose the one vendor that you want to use. And for website purchases and online rentals, the usual cash in advance or cash reimbursement method can be used if the vendor does not want to provide their details. So any questions?
I have a question. So for the quotations, right, like if you're buying perishable stuff like food and all those, right, we are buying in bulk, right? So do we need to get quotation for those, like snacks and all those? Do we still need to get quotation for those?
What kind of food is it, like from the market or from like
From
edible?
supermarket, from supermarket.
From supermarket, if it's like a small amount, then you can do CIA or CR. But then if all the events, like it's a huge event and you want to buy snacks worth like
okay.
1,000 ringgit, then you need to do PO for that.
Then for CIA, is quotation necessary?
No. The
Okay.
CIA and cash reimbursement is the method before the new process. So no need quotation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any more questions? Okay, if no questions, acceptance of treasurer's report accepted by
Ming, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, CNS. So first things first, the CNS week was held during the week 2 of the semester and was a success. We want to thank everyone who has taken a part, helped organize, and assisted us during the event. The CNS Town Hall, we are planning to organize a town hall within the next 2 weeks to go over any concerns that clubs and societies currently have, as well as the new finance SOPs and procedures. Monash Cup, lots have been drawn, currently awaiting players' master list. We also realized that many Monash facilities require maintenance, and so we scheduled a meeting with FMD to raise the concerns. The Monash Cup website has been released yesterday and contains all the relevant information about the event, including the match schedules. The esports streaming venue is now Genesis Entertainment instead of Cove Esports. The CNS publicity team is in the process of conducting live interviews with students, which are recorded and will be edited to be later posted on social media to raise the awareness about Monash Cup. And one of our sponsors, Shopee, is conducting a networking event on 7th of September. So if anyone is interested, you're more than welcome to sign up via the Instagram post. Does anyone have questions? Okay. Acceptance of heads of CNS report accepted by Chi. Thank you.
Moise?
Yeah.
One is supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it now.
Thank you, Rush.
All right, so updates from Moist Secretary. Is there like an echo for you guys?
I think the echo might
Yeah,
be for your
successfully
side, but it's okay,
conducted
it's okay.
National Buddies Program for 2 weeks, starting from Monday, July 18th, 2022, and will end on Sunday, July 31st, 2022, and presented certificates to all the mentors. Updates from Moist Treasurer submitted EMS and fund requests for multiple Moist country nights. The vendor hasn't been able to be registered yet because of the new registration process, but the fund request is still pending with our EMS approval. Created a detailed sponsorship document that comprises of all details of the FCN and will be sent out to multiple companies for possible collaborations with Moist. Updates from Moist activities. Prepared the comprehensive document, event timeline, task allocation, risk assessment, EMS, and budget for Futsal World Cup. Evaluated the feedback of Jalan Jalan Sunway obtained from participants to improve future Moist events. Updates from Moist CROs. Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Indonesia have successfully conducted the country events in August 2022, followed by the Middle East and Malaysia. Solved certain technical issues during Pakistani nights due to facilities error, HDMI cables, and projector by providing vouchers. MCN will be held on October 9th, 2022 from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Week 10, located at 4 Points by Sheraton Puchong. Currently in the midst of acquiring sponsors, preparing the performances, script preparation, and seeking out credible judges for MCN. Updates from Moist Media. Published the Instagram post for subcommittee OB Cultures of Monash, event recap, country event posters, memo competitions. Published the Instagram posts and stories for the collaborations of Musa Welfare and Moist Welfare and Musa Publicity. Develop e-tickets, posters, trailers, previous performances as a way to publicize MCN. Publicize a recap photo or video covers for all events, including those which their posters have not been posted. Updates from Moist Welfare. Delivered multiple personalized birthday cards from Moist to celebrate international students' birthdays to build a bond with students and make them feel connected to Monash. Successfully conducted a welcome giveaway in collaboration with Musa Welfare. Prepared a post containing information related to the counseling services and mental health hotlines. Any questions, guys? All right, so acceptance of Moist report by.
Ina.
Thank you.
Okay, so hi everybody. I'll be presenting the activities chairperson's report, and I'll begin with Monash Got Talent. The event planning is running smoothly and the funds have actually arrived on time. And we're also pleased to announce that Resort will be performing 2 songs as a special guest. Yay. Although the submissions were slow, they are picked up and we're in the midst of screening the participants actually. And performance day is set on 2nd September from 7 to 10 p.m. Sorry. And moving on with Monash Ball, we're actually currently building hotels and waiting to see which ones can provide the most competitive pricing and have actually compiled some themes for the ball from our subcommittee, and we'll be choosing the themes pretty soon. And for this ball, right, it's actually set to take place the weekend after final exam in semester 2. So does anyone have any questions? All right, I'll take that as a no. Acceptance of activities chairperson's report accepted by. Who? Sorry.
Ellie.
All right, thanks, Ellie.
So I will be reporting what publicity officers department have done over the period. And so the first thing that we did was Musa notice board. So as most of the students aren't aware of like the Musa's activities, so we've decided to dedicate a notice board for Musa and for Musa, and we plan out the location of the board, which is located at the cafeteria. And it's also, we have also planned out the overall layout. So it includes Musa family tree, highlighted events, and like a section for interactions. So it increases like the engagement between the students. And we also plan out the design of the board, like the overall aesthetics. And we are in the process of editing the images and purchasing supplies to carry out the plan. For subcommittee recruitment, we have interviewed like a total of 11 subcommittee candidates, and we've recruited a total of 5 of them, and which includes 4 operation managers and 1 entertainment host.
All right, hi everyone. So for the Musa website updates, there are 3 pages that I'm going to update. So first things first is the subcommittee page. So we've published an announcement on the Publicity liaison group about the subcommittee page that consisted of every subcommittee from respective departments' information. So actually, there are some departments that haven't submitted their subcommittee information. Therefore, we are looking forward for their submission. As for the events page, ITS team from Monash had postponed our website updates. Therefore, we cannot add on new plugins in which pausing our work in creating the events page. The last thing is the elections page. So we recently have discussion with the Election Commission about creating the elections page on our website. The scope of this page is to make the elections run smoother and the candidates and all Monashians are more easier to find the information they need to. More info will be conveyed on the next MSC. As for the Musa profile video, currently in the editing process. However, some of the audios need to be retakes. So we will inform the respective office bearers that needs to retake the audio. So next is the collaborations with Moist Media. We recently discussed and come out with 3 ideas. So first is the idea of Monashian vlog, local versus international. So it's a vlog showing different daily activities from a perspective of local student and international students staying in Malaysia. Both students will exchange their daily activities and share their genuine thoughts to one another. As for the second and third is Musa X Muez goes to KL, food version and Instagrammable places and activities version. So on this vlog, the team will ask around campus on which food places at KL that Monashians recommends. From that, we will try the different restaurant recommendations and also bring one Monashian to join us. We're also going to cover the details of the place and the food prices. Last thing is the subcommittee t-shirt. So we are going to send out the sheet for every subcommittee to complete in the size that they prefer after the finalization of the July subcommittee recruitment, which will end tomorrow. That's all for Publicity Officer's report. Are there any questions from the floor? Okay, I assume as no. So motion 9. Motion 9, acceptance of Publicity Officer's report accepted by
Brandon.
Sorry, Leah.
Hi, Alpha, are you gonna keep sharing or should I share?
You want to share? Okay.
Yeah, I can. Okay, hi everyone. So I'll be doing the welfare officers report. So first of all, welcome back giveaway, which was a collaboration with Moist Welfare. This was carried out successfully during the first week of the semester. We had a final number of 72 participants and all the vouchers have now been sent out to them. Mental health talk by Befrienders KL, scheduled to be held on 25th August, which was actually today. So we actually did just finish this event and I can say that it went successfully. Last thing is just that the academic subsidy for semester 2 was supposed to be announced 2 weeks ago, but was delayed due to fund delays, and we will announce it and open it for registration as soon as we receive the funds. So that's all from welfare. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so if not, motion number 10, acceptance of welfare officers report, accepted by Chi. Thank you, Chi.
Okay, hello everyone. So this is the Women's Officers Report. So first of all, Code Red Care Package 2, which we managed to obtain sponsorship from Libres and have received the sanitary pads on the 3rd of August. And this event will be held from the 3rd to 5th of October. Furthermore, we have updates from Diversity and Inclusion Week. So our department's publicity team, Riri and Amelia, have designed 2 temporary tattoo designs in conjunction to celebrate Diversity and Inclusion Week to promote gender equity, the theme for our department. And we have received approval from Student Life on the 23rd of August from a meeting with them. And we are in the midst of preparing designs for the Respect Now Always theme as well. So lastly, we have Safe in Space, an event collaboration with Everybody Knows KL. So this event is in the midst of the planning process with our events team, Isha and Jeremy. The main goal is to provide a comfortable, accepting night of pure team performance with the help from Everybody Knows KL to provide these unique performances. This event is essential to promote and celebrate inclusivity on campus so that students would have a safe space to mingle around, enjoy the performance and panel talks from the Everybody Knows KL. And this event will be held on the 6th of October. So that's all from us. Any questions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Motion 11, acceptance of Women's Officers Report accepted by
Ali.
Thank you, Ali.
Okay, hi. So this is the editor's report, and the first update I have is the release of our semester 1 issue, Epiphany, on the 1st of August, and it was contributed by all 24 of our subcoms and contributors. So if you haven't read the magazine, feel free to check it out on our website and tune into our Spotify playlist curated just for Epiphany. And next on, we have received a lot of event coverage requests for the past few weeks, including CNS Week, From Engineering Race, Indonesian Independence Day, Music Club Orientation Night, and Refugee Awareness Day. So we would like to apologize if any of your event requests has been rejected lately because we are a bit short on manpower. And as for internal projects, we have already started recording the OBs, reading the mean comments targeted at them, and the recordings will be compiled into videos to be posted on our platform next month. And our first snapshot challenge of semester 2 has also been announced with the theme Places You Can't Even Pronounce. And the winners will be announced on the 10th of September. And that is all from us. Any questions? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Motion 12, acceptance of editor's report accepted by
Ina.
I heard Ina. Thank you, Ina.
Okay, thank you, editors. Okay, so I'll be doing SAS report on behalf of them because I believe they're both occupied. So SAS had recently released their merchandise, right? So they got 97 orders in total, and so currently they're discussing how to package the order to send out to the individuals who bought it. Then in terms of subcommittee recruitment, SAS has recruited their vice head and events officer recently. They opened their applications, I remember this, and then they got certain applicants in and they've recruited these positions. And then for publicity, so SAS publicity officers have been currently working on post to promote events because they have for a lecture, and then they also have subcommittee takeovers to attract more social media engagement. Okay, and then for events, they have their movie night, book swap, and carnival have been cancelled so far. So I believe the SAS team will have more updates on that as we move into the future. So maybe next MSC they'll update us on that. Okay, I think if you guys want to review the full SAS report, you can, but I believe that is all from SAS. Okay, acceptance of SAS report accepted by
Ali.
Ali. Okay, thank you, Ali. School of Business.
All right, okay. Brendan, could you help me share screen?
No worry, Alpha is sharing screen, don't worry.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna be quick. We had new members, one operations officer, one publicity officer, and one treasurer, and all members have been briefed on their roles and have begun their duties. And then we also have SOB mentorship mingle night, which was held on the 5th of August at the student lounge. There were approximately 20 participants, but the event went well with no hiccups. And then we also have the SOBX MUIG Investment Summit. We collab with the MUIG, the Monash University Investment Group, and we had 3 speakers from Luno, Kananga, and Lead Ventures to give a seminar. And the turnout rate was very good, which is over 90 participants. And the event went well, although there were few technical issues with the auditorium. And reiteration from last MSC, our SOB Finance, we are still waiting on some events reimbursement. And lastly, our merchandise, we have closed our pre-order and we have around 160 orders in total, and the merchandise quantity are to be finalized and sent to the supplier for the production process. So that's all. Do you guys have any question? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Acceptance of division or department's report accepted by
Kayla.
Sorry, Ali. Thank you, Kayla.
Yay!
Okay, School of Engineering.
Okay, all right, so we concluded our 3-month event for engineering race last week, and a total of 93 students from both, my secretary made a mistake. It's 93 students from SOE and SOP in total registered for this event. Feedback that we got was generally satisfactory, with suggestions such as lunch breaks, better time management, and clear instructions for final station. And these improvements will be noted down in a document that we will be passing on to the successors, assuming that we have one. Okay, and this event, we feel like it can be continued for next year if SOP is up for it. Yeah. Okay, then for the t-shirt design competition, we already have our, the t-shirt is expected to arrive by next week. We just got the notification from our supplier, and the collection of t-shirts will be in conjunction with the donation drive for our fundraising program, which I will be talking about it in point 3. So as I've shared in the Musa group as well, Musa SOE and Robogals Monash Malaysia is currently holding a charity drive and outreach. More details is located below. If you're interested, you can look up the NGO that is stated down. We will be having a physical donation drive in the student lounge starting week 6. Funds raised will be used to purchase food bags for underprivileged kids under Deloitte affiliated NGO, and an outreach program will be held during mid-semester break, where all schools are welcome to join. Note that there will be limited slots, or as what Ali mentioned, me and Sue and some of the committee will be subjected to a few challenges. So stay tuned lah. Right, that's the end of my report. Any questions? Motion 15 report, SOE report accepted by
Ali.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, School of Engineering. Okay, we'll move on to the next school after School of IT. So we'll be moving on to SOMHS. Maria? Vaish?
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'll be presenting for the School of Medicine and Health Sciences Representative Report. So there are 3 things I'd like to highlight. For the first one, our merchandise. So the SMHS merchandise itself, we just finalized our design. We are making final adjustments to the design, and this will be done by this week or next week, and then we can start our printing process. Then the second thing that I would like to talk about is the Psychology Mingle Night, which will actually be happening tomorrow at the Idea Link, which is at level 3. A total of 18 participants have actually registered for this event so far, and food and beverages as well as games will be prepared for this event tomorrow. and we're hoping it will be a success. And for the third one, we have a med night, which is something like a prom night for medicine students specifically, that will be happening end of this year after our OSCEs and after the exams are over. That will happen on the 20th of November 2022. And the venue we fixed is Element Hotel Kuala Lumpur, which is at the center of KL. Currently, 85 medical students are interested in joining this event. And the event, games, activities, and others are still being planned. That's all for the SMHS report. Motion 17, acceptance of School of Medicine and Health Sciences Representatives Report, accepted by
Natalia.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, School of Medicine and Health Sciences. We'll be moving on to School of Science. Last school.
Hi, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
okay. So for School of Science report, firstly we have SSLC for this semester. So we have decided to opt out from the focus group because last time we have a lack of participation for this one. So this time we'll just be using the IG features like polls or answer and Google Forms. And secondly, for Spirit Week, winner has been announced on our IG page already, and the prizes have been sent out. And lastly, from us, so next weekend, we'll be having a sign language workshop. This event is in collaboration with Welfare. So they'll be taking a trip to RC Deaf Mission at Kelana Jaya. And this event is done in hopes to reduce the barrier between our peers from different communities to make STEM feel more accessible for everyone. That's all from us. Any questions? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Acceptance of SAS Representative Report. Okay, thank you, Nirain.
You're welcome. Okay, all right, Alpha, you want to take a picture, is that? Yeah, Alpha. I mean, my vlog thing. All right, Alpha, you lead. Go ahead, Alpha. Quick. Some of us need to
Brandon,
jump,
are you
jump.
bringing your laptop?
Yes, I'm vlogging, bringing you guys on an adventure around the Monash Top Studio.
Remove the blur. I want to see the production side.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Remove. Show us. Oh, can Eloise slip in there? Oh, there. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
is that all? I
Yes.
give 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. 3, 2, 1. Smile, everyone. Again, 3, 2, 1. Smile. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
See you
Bye.
guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Guys, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.